Welcome to Access Sportsnet Dodgers, brought to you by Mercury Insurance. John Hartung alongside Nomar Garcia-Parra and Adrian Gonzalez. What a great start to the first road trip of the season. There was so much talk about the top four guys in the lineup really struggling out of the gate this season. All four of those guys hit home runs in this game. They drove in 10 runs combined. Andy Pages went deep as well, and that 3-0 deficit in the first inning was quickly erased.
I'll tell you what, sometimes those infield hits can get an individual going, but I'll tell you, the infield hit and a little tapper by Teoscar got the whole offense going today, because right after that, the offense just kept rolling. They were putting up some runs. This is what we were waiting for. They got that going. We said, relax, it's a matter of time. Well, here it is.
It was only a matter of time, and today showed what this lineup is capable of doing. Home runs from each of the guys at the top of the lineup, the big four, as we call it, and then Pages. Just a great all-around game of baseball. Offensively, you know, they did what they needed to do on the mound and defensively, but offensively, it really showed out.
Dodgers wearing the road blue jerseys for the first time in franchise history. Maybe there was some of that good fortune as well in those new uniforms. Let's hear from Kyle Tucker. Hit his first Dodger home run. He's standing by with Kirsten Watson.
Kyle, coming into this series, there was all the talk about the offense, how things were struggling, but everyone knew you guys were going to break out tonight. 13 runs, 16 hits. How would you just describe this offensive performance?
I mean, it's great. Yeah, we didn't have like the greatest start to the season with the first two series, but we were still able to get 4 of the 6 wins, and then our pitching staff's done a phenomenal job with that. So it was good to see everyone kind of come together and string really good quality at bats together and hits.
And for you personally, you had yourself a 3-hit day, including your first home run in Dodger blue. What adjustments did you personally make just to get going?
I don't know. I was just kind of swinging my way out of it, just trying to feel more comfortable in there and trying not foul pitches that are over the middle of the plate, and trying to hit them. So worked out well.
Yeah, there's some familiarity there with Michaelis. How were you attacking him, or what were you seeing from him?
I mean, I was just trying to get something over the plate and try and get a hit. I was just trying to have a good about
Keeping it simple.
I'll just take the hits at this point.
When you look at the top 4 of this order, I mean, for all of you guys to have a home run in this game here tonight, is this what you just imagined when you were thinking of signing with this team?
Yeah, I mean, this offense 1 through 9, and the guys even coming off the bench, they're ready whenever their name gets called. So we just got to continue grinding out at bats like we did today, and just do it again tomorrow.
All right, so now these blue jerseys, these are new for the organization. I happen to notice you had, of course, a home run during spring training in a blue jersey. Now this one, so you like it? Are we liking the blue?
If it keeps getting knocks with it, I'm in. Yeah.
That's all that matters. Yeah. Kyle, congratulations on this one, and congratulations on your first home run in Dodger blue.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
That's right. Whatever brings the results. And, boy, those blue jerseys brought the results for the top 4 guys in the lineup. You see Shohei Ohtani's first 6 games compared to what he did today. And on down the line with Kyle Tucker going 3 for 6 with a homer. Mookie Betts got it started as well with 2 for 6 day, a home run. And Freddie Freeman even got in on the fun. In his 100th career game there at Nationals Park, he went deep. A couple of runs batted in. And Adrian, we talked about on the pregame show, the offense really struggling. They scored 7 runs total in that series against the Cleveland Guardians. Came out today, 13 runs on 16 hits.
Yeah, it's always good, when the offense gets going, like Nomar said, you get a little infield hit, a little dribbler, and then things start to feel good. We talked about hitting being contagious. Well, they were all kind of trying to do a little too much, and then once things start going your way a little bit, everybody relaxes a little bit, and their talent comes out, and they're able to do what they did. You see these home runs. I mean, just, great swings. And, day game in Washington, the ball does carry. That helps. That definitely helps. You hit a ball that might have been an out at Dodger Stadium. It's a home run here. It makes you feel a little bit better. So everything just about today was perfect. The home runs, the early game, Paulie not having BP also helped as well. So all those little things help.
Kirsten was great because she was talking about how early in the game it was a little chilly. There was a little coverage, and then that it was supposed to warm up. Said about Andy Pages, how he really likes it. Doesn't like it cold, but likes it warm. Yeah. And then it got in the 80s there once the sun was coming out. So Andy felt warm. The bats were heated up. Everything about it was a good day. The ball was carrying. It was a beautiful day. This is what we were hoping to see as Dodger fans. We were saying, don't panic, it will be there, and hopefully this does get them going.
You guys always say hitting sometimes can be contagious, and it seemed like it was contagious today once Teoscar Hernandez got that little swinging bunt single, and then the floodgates just completely opened up. Right now, let's head back to the booth, check in one final time with Joe Davis and Oral Hershiser.
Dodger offense comes alive in a big way today. They hit 5 home runs and rolled the Nationals in the first game.
Yeah, they come into the game 10th in the National League in offense, under 4 runs a game. Now they are 4th in the National League in offense, over 5 runs a game. So, yeah, what a difference a day makes, especially this time of year.
And tomorrow it's going to be Tyler Glasnow, who's sharp in his first game, 6 innings, 2 runs, and his second start coming up.
That's a 3 ERA. He got a no decision, but you know what? He's looking to put up some numbers. We got a lot of guys in this rotation that think they can win a Cy Young. He wants to get on track tomorrow.
All right, that'll be at 4 o'clock here in D.C., 1 o'clock back in L.A. The Dodgers will go for a series win.
All right, thanks, guys. Dodgers 12-4, and it's 13-6 is the final of this game. The Dodgers now 5-2 on the season. Emmet Sheehan gets the win. He went 5 2/3 innings. He allowed 4 runs, couple of strikeouts. Kyle Tucker goes 3 for 6, his first home run, couple of runs batted in. Shohei went 2 for 5, his first home run. He knocked in 4. But going back to Emmet Sheehan, Nomar, this game could have gotten away from him early. He gives up a 3-run home run in the first inning to C.J. Abrams, but after that, not a whole lot, and he gets through 5 2/3.
Excellent job really settling down right after that, knowing that what this offense is capable of doing and us finally seeing it over the course of the game. But what really impressed me about Emmet Sheehan's outing today was the fact that he was getting strike 1. And that was really the key. Going out there, pounding the zone, attacking the hitters. First pitch strike, 21 of the 27 batters that he faced, he ended up getting strike 1 on. And I think that was really critical of his overall performance, because getting ahead of those guys, then they had to go maybe be aggressive, swing at pitches. He was utilizing the defense. There was some nice plays behind him. But overall, this is something for him to build on. Coming out there in that 6th inning, only getting 2/3 going into that 6th inning, but they needed some innings from him, and this is definitely a good start. So I really, really like what I saw from Emmet Sheehan.
I'm also encouraged from this start, and I also want to give credit to Dave Roberts here for keeping him in the game long enough to be able to build up to 98. They had the lead eventually, so he could keep him in there a little bit longer. He didn't have to pull the leash. He talked about starters needing to eat up innings and take him deeper into games. This is a great opportunity where he was able to go deeper into a game going into the 6th inning, only a second start of the season. We know they like to keep him short early on in the year. So this is just a great way of Doc saying, hey, I trust you. I know you gave up an early 3-run homer, but you've settled in nicely. I trust you to keep going out there. And then when he got close to the 100-pitch mark, then they took him out. But, if there wasn't a pitch limit, he might have gone 6 innings, maybe a little bit more the way he was pitching.
And that's a good point. And this also shows how an offense could also help your pitching staff overall, because it can allow somebody some of that longer leash from your manager instead of going directly to the bullpen right away with a close game, to see how he can work himself out of that.
Emmet Sheehan gets his first win of the year. Dodgers now 5-2 as we take a look at what's coming up on the calendar. It's a 1 p.m. start time tomorrow with Tyler Glasnow on the mound. Roki Sasaki will close out the series against the Nationals on Sunday at 10:30 a.m. Then Monday, a World Series rematch with the Blue Jays in Toronto. Next Friday, Dodgers back home to face the Texas Rangers. All of these games here on Sportsnet LA. Season high 5 home runs for the Dodgers today, including Kyle Tucker's first of the year. We'll have plenty more reaction coming up after the Dodgers pound the Nats 13-6. Access Sportsnet Dodgers is brought to you by Mercury Insurance. 3 with this first home run of the game.
This was a big moment. You get Shohei on with a couple of runners on, waiting for him to kind of bust out, showing off the power, and he sits back on that changeup, and man, he squares that up, hit it a long, long way.
That was the Dodgers' first home run of the game, Adrian. Then Kyle Tucker hit the 5th home run of the game.
He sure did. He got a nice little slider right here, stayed over the plate. He was able to stay back, get full extension, get it up there, and just great to see him round the bases for the first time as a Dodger.
Dodgers pound the Shownats. 13-6 is the final, improving to 5-2 on the young season. Let's go right back to Nationals Park in D.C. and hear from Dave Roberts with Kirsten Watson in the media.
Well, Dave, I mean, I know there's been a lot of talk coming into this one, just with the offense, top of the order specifically, finding ways for guys to get going. Today, they obviously did just that with 16 hits, 13 runs. What did you, though, just see with how the guys, whether their approach, the at-bats, and what they were doing with the ball today?
You know, yeah, I thought they were all good, really. It was good to see those guys break out. The top 4 guys in our lineup all homered. Rome isn't burning. But a lot of it, Andy is swinging the heck out of it. He's just taking consistent at bats, getting on base, turning the lineup over, and it's just good to see those other guys catch up and have production today. And it was good. And also, we got some guys that haven't pitched much, got them some innings and then some work, and so save some other guys for the next 2 ball games.
With Emmet today, it seemed like it was a little bit of a grind for him, but for him just to touch the 6th inning, what were you seeing there?
I thought it was a little bit of a grind, but I do think that, in total, the outing was much better. His direction was much better. I thought he sequenced a lot better than he did in his previous outing, and Will did a really nice job with him. So, made that pitch in the first inning to Abrams, a fastball up when he had count leverage and got to a high heater. But aside from that, I thought he did a really nice job.
What was different about those at-bats? Ohtani, Tucker, Betts, Freeman at the top of the lineup.
I think a little bit of it is we've had a lot of history with Michaelis, so we've seen him, know some of the tendencies, and outside of that, they were just not missing today, and we got some traffic, took some walks, and threw out a lot of hits.
Jumpstart your offense going forward?
I think so, and there was a lot of hoopla going on in that first homestand, so hopefully getting on the road, guys getting their rest, we seem to swing the bats well here, and so hopefully, this will spur something else.
Did you see any kind of relief in Ohtani?
I did. He looked up to the skies, too, after, so that was, greater powers might have had something to do with that one, too, but, it was good.
With him specifically, what did you see different?
I think the first thing is I thought he was using the big part of the field. That's something that, it's right center to center field, even on that last sac fly, even against the lefty, the 0-2, hitting the ball hard to the left fielder. I thought that was good. So I just thought he took much better at bats.
Was he pull happy a little bit?
I think a little bit. He gets a little pull happy at times, yeah. Yeah, maybe.
Would you see that was better at it, Kyle today?
Kyle, he's aggressive. He's a little bit more aggressive early in the count than I recall. I think it was just good to see him square some balls up. So, and actually, I think his third at bat when he got the base hit, the line drive to right field, I thought the swings looked better. I think he's into the ground better than he was previously, much more stable, and the swings looked, much more synced up. I think his mechanics,
We have 2 great hitters here in studio. Not good hitters. We have great hitters. And when the Dodgers hit 5 home runs, we need you guys to break down some great hitting we saw. We're going to begin with Andy Pages, Nomar, going deep for the 2nd time this year.
I mean, it was hard to choose when you had 5 home runs, but Andy Pages, the way he has been swinging the bat all season long, of course, we have to break this down. And he gets a slider on the outer half, like, okay, you see that pitch, take it for a strike. There you see the breaking ball, big breaker. You take that for the ball, but then you recognize this slider out of his hand. He stays back on it beautifully and puts the barrel on the bat, drives it all. He's been doing an excellent job all season long, recognizing pitches, staying back balanced, and then the barrel down to the ball, extension through it, just an excellent swing. We're going to get a side view here. Right here, you can see how the barrel doesn't have as much loop. Sometimes what gets him in trouble is the barrel drops behind him way too soon and it becomes a little bit loopy and underneath the ball. But not doing that right here, late, especially on this swing where he gets the barrel to the ball, stays on it, head down, on contact, and drives it a long way.
And Adrian, you get Shohei Ohtani's first blast of the year.
Yeah, absolutely. Love this swing right here as well. Pages had a great swing. This swing again here. Changeup, 1-0 count. We got 2 guys on base. This is a situation where he knows he's probably not going to go after him with a fastball, but you could tell Ohtani's still looking fastball. He recognizes changeup, stays behind, and stays through the ball. The best part about this swing is his extension through the ball, which allows him to get barrel to it and not hit it off the end of the bat. Just a great piece of hitting, getting full extension on that changeup. 27 degrees launch, 109 exit speed. Just a great job staying through the ball, just like Pages. Guys are looking fastball, recognizing, and then getting great extension through the swing.
And the Dodgers just took off from that Shohei Ohtani blast on. They go on to win it by the final of 13-6. It was a day for the entire offense, including Mookie Betts with his second home run of the season, gave the Dodgers the lead for good. They are now 5-2 after the 13-6 rout. Dodgers went 6 up, 6 down the first couple of innings, no more. And then Teoscar Hernandez, maybe sometimes just a little swinging bunt can get a player hot, but this got the entire team going.
We say that all the time. You just need one of those. Find a way to get a hit, get a knock, put it in play, and it can really get you going. The infield hits, so you get one, and then you get another. Helps an individual, but then you really like this. You really like the swing right there by Teo. When he is going the other way, when he's staying back like that, that's when things are going right. So you get a couple that you hit on the infield. You have to hustle down in order to beat that out. You're feeling pretty good, like, whew, got that hit. I'll take that. They never even out, so you'll take it, and then you get that nice line drive in the gap, knocking in a run. And it really did. It sparked everybody.
It sure did. And then, you know, the first two, yeah, the swinging bunt, they got everybody going. That's amazing. But, yeah, that third hit, that double, that full extension, line drive the other way. When Teo's right there, watch out. I think he's going to have a great road trip.
All right, 16 hits for the Dodgers today. One of them off the bat of Mookie Betts, whose home run gave them the lead for good. And he's standing by with Kirsten and the media.
Well, Mookie, first, there's obviously a lot of talk coming into the series about the offense and you guys looking to get going. When you have a performance like this, 16 hits, 13 runs, how would you just describe how you guys were able to get things going today?
It's a new day. I mean, that's really it. I mean, nobody in here is panicking or anything. I mean, it's 1 week. Hopefully that probably is not going to be our last week that we don't hit well. So we can't get emotional. We have to just stay the course, and everything will be all right.
How about for you personally, just those 2 hits, including the home run? Was that just you kind of staying the course of what you've been working on offensively?
Yeah, I mean, just kind of staying the course and understanding that it's a long season and just can't get too high and can't get too low. Just be yourself, and sometimes yourself is not very good, and sometimes yourself is really good. So, that's pretty much it. Just keep going.
Could you see any frustration from Shohei and Kyle in particular about not getting off to a great start?
No, not at all. No, nobody. I think the frustration is on the outside and not on the inside. Again, we understand you cannot get emotional about it. I mean, you're just not going to. If we hit well, everybody be doing it. But everybody goes through their slumps. They go through their ups and downs, and it's just part of the game.
We'll have some final thoughts and look ahead to tomorrow afternoon. Tyler Glasnow will be on the mound in D.C., making his second start of the season. Remember, fans, each day, each night, if Dodger pitchers strike out at least 7 batters, everyone can get a free Jumbo Jack the following day at Jack in the Box with the purchase of a large drink at an L.A. area location. Unfortunately, Dodgers came up short for the second game in a row. Only 5 strikeouts today, but another chance coming up tomorrow when Tyler Glasnow starts against the Washington Nationals. Emmet Sheehan maybe didn't supply the 7 strikeouts, but he did get a win for the Dodgers. And right now, he's with Kirsten and the media.
And when you look at this outing, just how would you kind of describe navigating through their lineup? Would you look at it as a bit of a grind and just... What would you say, I guess?
Yeah, definitely a little bit of a grind. Obviously, it's not how you want to start a game at all. But I think, after that, Will did a great job of keeping him off balance with the pitches he was calling. And then, yeah, we got through it. So,
how much pride do you take in just then how you were able to finish it, continuing your build-up and getting deeper into this game?
Yeah, I mean, with our offense, it's just, try to give them a chance. And they picked me up immediately after that. And then trying to just keep it where it is. Try to not let it spiral. So I was happy with that part for sure.
Describing kind of your mechanical adjustments as mostly directional. How did that feel over the course of the start?
I think it was a little better today. Obviously, it's still work in progress. The stuff is not really where it should be at, I think, right now. There's more in the tank, but yeah, I'm still working on it for sure.
Your velocity kind of dipped a little bit, kind of in the early innings, then it kind of picked up the most at the end. What was the cause of that, do you think?
I think just being a little quicker through my delivery, trying to get some rhythm back. Yeah, I don't know. I think I felt a few things later in the outing that helped for sure. Hopefully I can carry that into the next one.
Are you finding
More slider heavy today because the fastball has been kind of inconsistent?
No, I think that was just, trying to keep him off balance in general. We probably threw a little bit more curveballs than usual too. But yeah, scouting report and then, what Will was putting down, whatever he thought back there.
Do you look at just kind of those mechanical things you're working through, the directional aspect is what's leading to some of that just drop off in the velocity that there is?
Yeah, that's what we're trying to fix.
Just for the record, health-wise, you're fine.
Yeah.
Shohei hit his first home run of the year, number 110 as a Dodger. We've got more reaction from D.C. coming up. Freddie Freeman played his 100th career game at Nationals Park today. Adrian, he loves swinging the bat there. He's got great numbers and added to them with this home run.
Oh, what a great swing right here. Staying inside this baseball, keeping it fair. Just second tower power right there. Just doing a great job. We love Freddie. We love his swing, what he's able to do. And it's 100 games there. He's got experience. He knows what it looks like.
Yeah. John, that was your called shot because you were looking at those numbers.
Called almost anybody.
Well, you said, I like his experience there, I like his success there, and he's going to do it again. You're exactly right.
Freddie Freeman, 1 of 5 home runs for the Dodgers today. It's also his home run, second straight game with a big fly. Tomorrow, Tyler Glasnow will look to follow up his 6-inning, 6-strikeout season debut against the Nationals in D.C. Nomar, what are you hoping to see out of Glasnow in the second start of the year?
What we've seen in spring, what we've seen in his first start, we want more of that. He has looked really good thus far, and when you're thinking about winning a series, and you've already won the first one, and then you have Tyler Glasnow on the hill to try to win a series, you'll take your chances and like what you see if you're a Dodger fan.
Absolutely. He's talked a lot about being athletic on the mound. I want to see him continue to be athletic on the mound, not focus so much on mechanics, just be athletic, attack the strike zone. You saw what the team did today. Go after these guys and just attack, attack, attack.
A lot of swing and miss we've seen from Tyler Glasnow from the spring through his first start. Hopefully that continues on Saturday afternoon. For Nomar, Adrian, and Kirsten, I'm John. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. Pre-game coverage at noon on Sportsnet LA.